Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on demonstrating how to find and utilize the location, the true location of a layer that it has been rotated on a rotate center value. This is going to be a skeleton effect, that is to say that it just shows the techniques, shows the abilities, and you get to figure out how to actually implement it the way that you would like. Now here is the effect. I'm starting out with a layer. This on the screen. Then another layer rotates out of it. And out of that layer rotate two other layers. Note they rotate centers. And then these get replaced by the full size of that layer, which is then moved out like this. And voila. What I'm going to do, first off, is I'm going to start off with a 3:2 layer. And I am going to put it at 28 and 16, and it's going to have a zoom of 30. So let's create that layer. I'm going to start off with the background like this. I'm going to add a gradient. It's going to be set to a fill frame, and I'm going to set it at a zoom of 30. I'm going to rotate it at 30 degrees, and it's going to put it 28 and 16. Now let's rename that to layer 1. What I'm going to do is duplicate this layer. Then I am going to rename it, give it a different color, and then what I want to do is give it a rotate center. I want to rotate around this corner right here. So it's going to be a minus 50, 50. Automatically you see that it's moved because the layer has been rotated, and it's not rotating on the layer center anymore. It's rotating on a different rotation point that offsets it from its true position. So how do we fix that? Well, that's where this neat capability comes in that I've created. So I'm going to do minus 50, 50. It tells me that I'm supposed to be at 2816, which I am, but I'm not really. So I'm going to 2816. This tells me that I need to rotate it at 30 degrees. That my new location is actually 25.01 and 0.285. So let's check that out. So I'm going to change this to 25.01 and 0.285. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, now I'm going to add a keyframe at 3 seconds. Where everything is locked here. Then I'm going to add another one at 4 seconds. And on this one, I'm going to, like here I locked the rotate angle. I'm going to add 180 degrees now. So see, it rotates out. Okay. Now I'm going to duplicate this layer twice and create, I'm going to put them at the rotated layers position. So we're going to duplicate this, and then we're going to duplicate it again. We're going to rename this and rename this. I'm going to move it. Change the colors. What I've got is a layer that isn't rotated, doesn't have a rotate angle yet. We're going to go out here to 4 seconds for each of these. Layer 3 is going to end up here, so I want it to rotate here. I'm going to rotate on this edge here. Let's find out where that should be. I'm going to come down here to distances, which allows me to figure out where to move a layer. I want to rotate the layer at 30 degrees. I'm selecting layer 1. It has a width and height of 30 and 35.55, so I'm going to put that in here because I want to move it that distance. 30 and 35.556. And it is currently located at 2816. Okay, so that's where the layer should be. So let's go back over here to this. First off, let's put this at 25.01 and 0.285. Let's now put it at minus 7.981 and 20.125, because that's where it's located. What I want to do is I want to change the rotate center from minus 50 to 50 to 0, minus 50, because that's the upper corner, which gives me a minus 2.981. So let's go into here, and let's go minus 2.98 and 22.08. Let's come up here, minus 50. Boom. Now we're going to do this to layer 4 as well. So we're going to change this from 50 to minus 50. Oops. Just to 0, I mean. So that changes it to minus 9.91 and 33,458. So let's put this in here. That's a minus 9.99 and 33.458. And it is 50. Ta-da! What I need to do is create a keyframe at 5 and 6 for both of these, and 6. I'm going to lock these. Then I'm going to, for layer 4, I'm going to go minus 150. I'm just going to subtract 180. And for this one, I'm going to add 180. I need to find out what this location is here. And the way we do that, in this particular case, is, let's go back. this layer here, layer 2, was at 2501.28, the zoom of 30, rotation angle of 30, and this rotate center. So we're going to use that. So I'm going to disable this, and this is going to be minus 50, 50. The location of that rotation point right here is at 10.01 and 18.063, which is this. Perfect, huh? So that's where I need to locate my layer that's going to replace all these. So let's get up here, let's add a layer. So I'm creating this. Okay, I'm going to change it to a zoom of 30. Oops, not 30, 60. Because it's double what these sizes are. And it's, again, a fill frame scale. We are going to rotate it to an angle of 30 degrees. And we want to put it at 10.01 and 18.063. All right, let's make some adjustments here. Let's change the opacity so you can see. And let's move this to, let's say 6. So I'm going to start this at 0. I'm going to make this at 100. I'm going to all right, now this is actually it's this one here, 10.01 and 18.063. Okay. And we're going to lock this at 30. Now for each of these, actually, let's align these to this one. Align these with this one. Lock each of these. This one here, we're going to make 65. We're going to reset this to 0, 0, and this is going to be 0. Let's see if that works. Okay. That's it.